What's going on, guys? ZfreeZone here, and today we're going to have a look at the roof intersections. One of these guys. I built a lot with these guys, and I thought I'll just give you a quick intro on how to actually set these guys up. So we're going to work with this little hill here. So if you've got any hills in your base and all that, you basically want to start with that level. So you go up here, and you can probably stretch it up a tad bit. So once you've covered the highest bit in your base, that's where you want to start from, that kind of height. So we'll start laying these guys out, and we'll make like a little base here. There we go. And also you want to use these fence foundations, which come in most of the sets. So if you chuck all these guys down, you're going to have a lot more strength behind this as well, because if you have a look from the front here, it will be, just get that in there, it will be 90 here, 100, and then 90 again. What we did here, we placed it too low. So you can see the fence foundation here, it's a bit lower than the other ones. So we'll do that slowly and show you guys that we can go from bottom up. So there's two different snap points. You definitely want that top snap point. So make sure you remember that when you're putting this down. If one disappears and you can't place it, it's most likely because it's too far down like that. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. So we're going to make sure they're all up in the air. And if we stuff it up, we're just going to delete the foundation and delete it and redo it. So they all need to be the same size for this kind of build. There is a build where you can make the roof layered, but we'll go on to that another time. This one we're just showing you the roof intersections and why I set them up like that. Definitely makes sense over time. So then you want to go with the high one over here. So now we're going with another fence foundation up on top of the other fence foundation. So we'll just get these done. Maybe if we climb up, it might be a bit easier for us to place. There we go. There. So you just need to spread these out. And of course, it usually comes up with this problem here. You cannot place. It's just talking lies to you. So if you break something next to it, you can place it. Why? I don't know why, but that's just the mechanics of the game. So just keep that in mind. If you get stuck and you can't place anything, just destroy the thing next to it, and it usually works straight away. It is a waste of resources, but yeah, what can you do? And the game's got a glitch like that. So we're just going to cover this in fence foundations here. As I said, these are all 90,000 HP. A little bit less than a foundation, but still pretty strong for only a thin object. So they're having the whole object going. Alright, so that's that. So this is basically going to be the entrance area. So we're going to get the steps, and we'll take over that now. So we've got steps going there. And then up here we're gonna, all in these slots, we're gonna put those roof intersections here. So you're gonna shove them all in here. And what this is for, I'm assuming you go from one side of the like cave to the other side. That's how I usually do these builds. So you have to just imagine there's a wall along here. So we'll just make our own little wall here. So that's like the side of the cave, or whatever you got. Just keep spreading this out until it fills up your spot, because you want this from one side to the other. So that usually happens too when you're standing on the spot. It might stop you from building, but there we go, we've got that going there. We'll get a few more of these guys down. And on it. And then, right. We'll just do the same to this side. So we're just going to imagine this is the wall on the side of the building or whatever you're building. This is what they can't get into, and if you want to just double it up to, that will just give you more strength if you have an open area. But if you're going to rely on this as an open area defense, make sure you do put fence foundations all over this guy. That will strengthen it up. But back to where we're going. So we're coming into the entrance of the cave. That's one side wall of the cave, and that's the other side. And then we're going to put the roof intersections down the bottom here. There we go. And now the reason I do this is we can see here, if I grab a bomb out, it's extremely hard to place a bomb anywhere on these guys, anywhere up here, just anywhere. It's a pain in the ass. So if you're trying to come in here and go the slow rate, and just say you blew up the door here and you're walking in, you're gonna have to blow up each individual square. So you're gonna have to blow up this square, you're gonna have to blow up this square, you're gonna have to blow up this square, you're gonna have to, and just so on all the way to the end. You can't just run up to the end and place a bomb down and continue blowing up through here. You have to go square by square, so it just slows them down dramatically. They have got no choice but to blow all this up from the bottom out. So they'll have to come down here and they'll have to place a bomb here and blow through that. That's the only way they could do this. Now I think they can grab us on the steps somewhere, but even that's pretty hard itself. But yeah, in here it's just about impossible. Like when they're connected together without these fence foundations, sometimes you can put it in the middle here of all the fence foundations, and what I'm talking about there is I'll just get 4 of these guys out. Even I find this really hard to do, but I have seen it done. People can place a bomb inside the square there. As you can see, it doesn't really work very well, but I know there is people out there that can get this done pretty fast. But even that, it's going to be 1 bomb at a time. You can't put 2. I can't even find the spot. But I have seen someone do that before, so there's that. But with this build, with the fence foundations in the middle, breaking that up, they can't do that. So they're really going to have to blow from one end to the other. But I hope that solves some people that were wondering how this was done. And now with these doors always are 3 wide. So you want to come up to here. And they're kind of hard to put on, so it's not really working for me. So you might need to get some sandstone going and get some foundations of sandstone, and then just, I'm not gonna connect here, of course. So we'll use these guys, 1 there and 1 there. Oh. Alright, so with that we should be a little easier getting it onto the edge there. You kind of just want to stop it from overhanging and jumping around too much. So we'll find this spot. It could take a while to find the spot, but it can be done. As you can see, that is floating a little bit, so that is not the spot. So you want to get rid of that. And we'll try and find the spot again. It's preferably not looking up too much, because that's when you're going to get it lifting off the ground. So if we can come down right there. So now let's land on it nicely. So now we're going to have to delete this. See if we can get another one down over here. So we'll look around. Was there a little... These are really tricky to get, and it does take some time to get this down. But once they've all laid down a bit more, it gets easier and easier while you're doing it. So we're down here. We just had it in there. So we'll try and put these guys down again to stop it from going back too much. Alright. Alright, so there it is there. So as you can see, it is quite hard to get it in there, but they do work. It's just a matter of looking around and trying to block the doors so they don't go the wrong way with different objects. Definitely use sandstone for that because you need something spendable. You don't have to worry about too much. Right there's another one. See, we didn't even have to put those roofs down and found it. So it is possible to find it, and the more you go along, the more it seems to like to snap to the same spot. So we're just looking for that spot again. Yeah, it's really about just moving around and trying to find the right spot. This one doesn't want to go, so we're going to help it out a little bit by putting them there. They're not working because I'm standing on that spot before I'm putting that down, which is a bit annoying, but that's how it is. So let's try and get this guy in. Right, so that guy's in. I'll take these guys out now. That guy snapped in, so we'll use it. Yeah, you can see when they get closer they go together a lot easier. So then you just put these big doors there, but then also I will suggest putting these guys along the side here, just so you got an easier way to come in and out. Not in the middle, just on the sides. So then you can see, we'll get a bomb out. We still can't place these guys anywhere in here. So that's what these roof tiles are all about. That's why I use them a lot in my build. It just slows the rate down dramatically. These doors are only, I think about 20,000 each or something like that, very small. So instead of just blowing through these doors, I have to blow through the 90,000 HP foundations down there, fence foundations. So that's why I do it. That's how I set it up. I hope that actually helps you guys out in seeing how that is done. Alright, so there's one more thing I want to touch on is you can't use these roof tiles. The roof tiles need to go in last because I can't build up the foundations, fence foundations there. So if I delete that, I can build them up and then place it inside. But yeah, that just needs to be done in order. Also, that's to do with these guys as well. These need to be deleted before you can place these door frames. So yeah, put the fence foundations first, doorways first, and then you can just fill it with these guys. That's probably the fastest way to do it. But yeah, to blow this place up, I'm going to start on this side and we're going to go through. Alright, so we'll get all our bombs out there. Alright, so we're going to go through this fence foundations, which is going to take a little bit here. Get a little hammer out, have a look what we've done. So we knocked off like 30,000 by doing that. And we can always send bombs in just to keep it going. Get it going a bit faster than it should. Just want to get this down. Right, so as you can see, we did quite a few bombs there. Chuck these last two in. And we'll see what damage we did once the fire's down. But you can see even the door frame's gone. The door frames are like one of the weakest points, so they're always going to go before everything else. We'll get one more bomb to test with. Right, so even though we've blown up like all here and the fence foundations, we still can't place any bombs down. As you can see, there's no spot to put bombs down, so we're still back over here. You can't put it under these guys either, so we're still going to have to place a bomb to where we were. And that was a good 15-14 bombs there that we chucked into the place. So yeah, that's why we build it, and that's just a little example on why I do it like that. But I hope this has helped you guys build a better defense at the start of your bases. But yeah, it's definitely helped me, and I hope it helps you guys. But I'm ZfreeZone, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to try and pump out a few of these tutorials for you guys. Alright, catch us.